Hi guys, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Automatix again. I'm just going to generally run through how the site works, and I'm also going to do a reinvestment and a new loan. First of all, I'm just going to start with my BitConnect account. Now, I told you before that I was saving my BitConnect coins for the ICO. Since my last video, I've just been taking all my money out my lending wallet and transferring it into my BitConnect wallet. Now, I decided not to invest in the ICO as I felt the price was a bit high. So I've kept my BitConnect coins, and I'm not going to be doing another investment in BitConnect. I'm going to transfer it over into my Automatix account. So first of all, I'm just going to exchange these into Bitcoins. So we'll go down to sell BCC. So I'm wanting to go to buying orders, click the highest one, click all, sell BitConnect coin. Come on. So that's the price I'm getting per BitConnect coin and BTC. That looks okay. Just click confirm. Great. Now this should be in my Bitcoin wallet, yes. So I'm going to send this to my Automatix account and do a loan. Okay, here we go. Now, sorry, I'll just check how much Bitcoin I have. 0.09146. So on Automatix, sign up, create account, and then create deposit. So that amount in BTC is a top plan. It's roughly about $1,250. So I'll click this, put in the amount, $1,250. Let's see how much that is in BTC. 90486. 914. Let's see if we can raise that a wee bit. 912. So let's do a $1,260 loan. Now, you select the plan that amount is in between. I'll be doing a top plan at 3.1% per day. Now, I have decided, because I've already done a daily plan, I'm going to actually do an after plan this time. So this will pay 150%, but it's actually only 50% on top of my deposit. That's tied in for 15 days. So I'm paying with Bitcoin, so I select that, and then I'll go to pay. It gives you just over 28 minutes to send it, so I'll copy this address into my BitConnect, send Bitcoin, all, password, withdraw, confirm. Now I'll just leave this to process, and once it's finished processing, it should be received by this transaction timer. It doesn't need confirmations, it actually receives it and then it starts a confirmation, so you only need roughly half an hour for that to be recognised in the transaction. So I'm actually going to open a new page for this. Okay, now first of all, let's go to the main page for investors. Now, what I had been using was this profit calculator. Now, it shows the deposit term, the daily profit, and the total profit. But what I recently worked out is that you're better off going to create deposit. So let's do the same amount and look at this. So 1260. That's paid in Bitcoin. I'll just select the right payment plan, the top plan. So what you have to look at is the amount of BTC you're depositing. Okay, this then tells you how much BTC you'll be paid daily. At the time you do the loan, this is how much you will be paid daily. So if the price of Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency you're using drops, then so will the value that you're paid out daily. So that is the difference between the calculator on the main page to the calculator in your account. So after I've deposited this, after 21 days, that's the amount of BTC I'll have. So hopefully when I do the loan, the value of Bitcoin stays the same or it's more. If it's less, my profit's going to be less when I go to reinvest again. So I'm actually doing the after plan. So we'll look at it here. So I will actually get 1.36815 BTC. Now, let's just see, this could have confirmed by now. Yes, it has. And now we are just waiting for it to be verified on the blockchain. So there's that referrals. Hold on a second. It is. So transactions. Here we have it here. So there's no current. I'm unable to check for the ID at the moment. I don't know currently how to check that in the blockchain. So we'll just look at this and it updates. Sorry, I think this has actually been received, so my deposit might actually be there. No, it's not. Let's go back. Your deposit will soon be activated manually. Let's refresh this. My deposits. Nope, I can't see that. We'll just wait for it to come in. So, where was I? Yeah, so when you're doing a loan, basically go to create deposit in your account, select the plan, put the amount you're putting in, and look at the amount of BTC that you're investing and what you will get back then. This goes for all the currencies. If we go to Litecoin, amount $100, that's what you'll get back. Now, I'm going to lock in a reinvestment with my Doge. So, this is about 4 days worth. Let me calculate that. 10520, is that correct? Yes, times, it's roughly about 1.3 cent. So it's roughly about 130, 140 pounds, dollars, sorry. So let's do that. 140, Doge. $136. 135. So let's do this reinvestment. I'm doing this on a daily plan. and I'll save my interest from this and my bigger deposit, and I'll reinvest them together. So let's pay from balance, pay, and that's the loan locked in. Great. The other loan still isn't recognised. So can I go into operations? Okay. Waiting for confirmation. So here we go. So Automatix takes 3 confirmations to do your loan, which is pretty quick. Also, another thing, I recently withdrew some of my BTC, just the lowest amount of 0.003. I was quite surprised actually, because I basically withdrew the money. I went to the toilet, I came back, and the funds were in my Exodus Eden wallet. There was no charges or fees to withdraw the money from the BTC from my Automatix account, which I found brilliant. Now, for me to send this back to my Automatix account, it's going to roughly cost me $13 to send, $14 now, which isn't good at all. So that can sit in there just now. So that's good. We've locked in a $1,260 loan. I will continue to keep doing this with my profit from my BitConnect loan. If we just look, my total investment is still 11,440, and now my total earned is $3,130.54. So there we go. This is an after first. So another one, I've had a capital release through a reinvestment. So if we see here that the opening date on this reinvestment, so that was the first interest I made off of this loan. So here we go. So I done this loan. This was roughly about $1,280 worth, so around about the same that I done. As you can notice, is a BTC value, because I done it when Bitcoin was sitting at about 15,500. So I was paid this the next day, and I reinvested it. So that was on the 4th of January, and it was actually released to me on the 11th. As you can see, this value here, is more than this value. Because it is such a low amount, it was roughly only about $37. I've maybe made, over the 7 days, about $6 on top of that, but it's worth the reinvestment in that period of time. And there's also another capital release with this one. As you can see, this amount here is more than that. It's made me about another $6 tonight. This one will be released as well, and I will just hold that in there until I gather enough to reinvest for another 7 days. What I'm currently doing at the moment is, because my second loan for this value here, which was a $2,100 loan, it won't be released till the 28th, so I'm not wanting anything else of my BTC reinvestments going over that date, because I will just leave everything to go into my wallet here, and I will do a full BTC reinvestment. Now, after locking in this loan, I reckon the value, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do a $8,000 loan. So let's just select this. So it's the high plan. It'll be locked in for 35 days. I'll do the 8,000 in Bitcoin. So 0.57911 BTC is then giving me back 1.5 BTC, which is a great profit for the 5 weeks it will be locked in. My daily profit will be 0.026639 BTC. If we just go to the calculator, we'll roughly work out that. And the value for investors, 8,000. And I'll be doing a daily plan on this because I'm going to be reinvesting the interest. So that at the end of that 5 weeks, that will give me a total value, if Bitcoin stays the same price when I do the loan, of 20,880 USD. And after that, after the 5 weeks, I roughly, with my reinvestments, I'm guessing it'll be round about $22,000. So that would be the daily God, the maximum interest you can get at 5.5% over the 6 weeks. I will be getting a daily profit of roughly 1,200 US dollars. Now I will reinvest that every day until I have a value of 50 grand, and I will be doing a 50 grand loan eventually. So if we just look at my, we'll just scroll down a moment. So days in operation, 29 days. Now when I first came into this, it was 19 days, so 10 days, and after the 19 days they had 450 investors. That's went over a threefold of investors in the 10 days. The investments at that time was just over 95 USD. As you can see, it's nearly 5.5 fold, and the total paid out is 80,180 USD. There's been a lot of new users coming onto this as new investors. The biggest amount of deposit I've seen is 1.5 Bitcoin, roughly about $20,000. There was something earlier on I could go on to see all of the investors' operations in my personal account. No, that's not it. It was on the Automatix Twitter page that I seen it. So this is what else I'm going to show you. This is a list of all the transactions. So as you can see, I deposited that amount there when I done that loan for yourselves. Replenish. I'm not sure what that is. A deposit, for reinvestment for my Dogecoin, profit for my Dogecoin, but profit for my Bitcoin. There you go. There's a withdrawal of 0.003 BTC. That's the next thing. I'm looking. I've actually had a couple of affiliates signed up under my link. Here they are. Only one of them has done a deposit as of yet. It's Ross Boss Crypto. He's on Twitter as well, Ross Boss BitConnect. Follow him. These three should be doing deposits in the next week or so. As you can see from that 160 USD deposit, I earned 4.8 US dollars, which is pretty good for the beginner status. Here is my affiliate link. It'll be in the description at the bottom if you want to sign up. My upline will be there, saved in the bottom right corner. You'll see that when you sign up. It says No Clue 2018. That's myself. I'm just going to check this value of Bitcoin that's been paid out. .00, double check. 114 BTC to USD. So over $150 of payouts. I will hold them. I will probably, do you know what we'll do? Let's just do a deposit. Yep, create deposit. because I don't want to be going over the 7-day mark on this, because as I says, I'm looking for all my payouts to be before the 28th, so tomorrow that would be over. That even that doesn't make sense anyway, because I can actually just put the amount in here and it'll just take it from my wallet. But let's just lock this in. Typical. Just do the 150. There we go. So a 150 loan. This will be locked in for 7 days. 0.010858 BTC, and it'll pay me a daily profit of this, which is roughly about it's roughly about $3. So over the 7 days, it's another $21 worth of BTC. Every bit helps. I really advise doing the reinvestments, but working it out so that when your first big loan is to be released, that all your other investments will be released before then, if not on the same time, so then they can all be accumulated in your Bitcoin wallet and you can do a bigger investment and receive more daily interest. So let's just lock this in. Pay. And there we go. That's it, locked in. So is there anything else? Partners, operations. Let's just go to the main page. News. They put a tweet up on Twitter that about the users and their investments. They've now added the two-factor authentication, which I really like, and I use that on my wallets and my exchanges. FAQs, I've read through them. For investors, been on there. So let's see who's. So there's myself shown as recent deposits, both of them. So, or three, sorry. As you can see, recent payouts. I still haven't got round to doing a cash loan, which I probably would do, because when you lock in a cash loan, you're getting exactly what the calculator says you're getting back, because there'll be no fluctuations in the currency. So I will look into that. You have a couple options. I can't remember what they're called, sorry. Advanced cash, perfect money, pay year, and next money. Hopefully in the future, I will sign up to one of these and do a cash loan just to run through that. I hope this video has helped. Like and subscribe and comment below.